A little bit more 2v2 action, folks. This time we've got a pair of Space Marines going to be facing off against Eldar and Imperial Guard on Jarillo's Forge. A pretty rare... No, wait. Is it Jarillo's Forge? It's not Jarillo's Forge. Why am I saying that? It's Judgment of Carrion. Judgment of Carrion. So a pretty rare map, really, to see in the 2v2 space. An interesting one because it's a map where you only have one natural power on each side. So it's kind of similar to Golgotha Depths. Man, I'm questioning the name of all the maps right now. But that's the one we see a lot more often where you've only got one natural power. Turrets can be very strong on this map, but the only turrets we'll be able to see is the IG turrets, which of course are not quite the same thing. A lot of fighting usually over those side power nodes. We've got Period here going to be rocking double scouts with his Apo. Cry going to be playing as just single scout FC. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to achieve too much here with his scouts. Going to get forced off by the Sentinel. Yeah, I'm not sure the Banshees are going to be able to get too much done here, taking too much focus fire before they got into melee. Probably would have been better to just charge the Tactical Space Marines immediately. More scouts rotating over as well. Secondary scouts period. Farsi is definitely going to get forced off. Over on this side, looks like Cry's putting on a fair bit of pressure with his Tactical Marines here. Sentinel doing its thing, stomping away. Lord General's just ignoring it, capping in the mid. Going to rotate over, potentially help. No. Could have potentially took the garrison here. Tax might beat him to it though. Oh, there is a garrison here that the Tax can take. Great play by Cry, stalling for a really long time. Good job by Fog though to not chase them Tax with his whole army. He's going to be making sure he's keeping up on the map control. You'll see here blue team secured the power node here, red team secured the power node on the top. The Guardsman are going to try and bash it, but the Force Commander is going to put an end to that. Sentinel, yeah, I mean it's doing its best to try and hurt the Tax, but Tax in a garrison, they're going to take a lot of damage from the Sentinel. Probably would be better off just ignoring them. Whereas that Lord General, he did rotate down here to try and help things out. Well, we got the Shuriken Cannon now coming up for Asmodeus, and the only thing here that can counter that is potentially a grenade from the scouts, I suppose, or a flank into an explosive shot, but it's quite a laney map. So right now, looking good for Asmodeus. Shouldn't really be anything to push him off right here. So he's able to fleet over his Banshees to help out in the mid. We got a Devastator squad here for Cry. We're going to be taking the garrison. We're going to need some dedicated garrison counters here, aren't we, for sure. Maybe the grenade launchers and the Lord General actually could be pretty useful. It's good with the line of sight sort of avoidance that it has. You know, you could stand here and shoot over and deal with the guys in the garrison. But yeah, Cry's being a pain with the garrisons. You don't really want to go flamethrowers against Space Marines. Nice little flank here. I wonder if all the reliable's already been used. I assume it hasn't. I assume the energy on the Kadashans is down from explosive shot onto the Force Commander. We need to get some support over to these Kadashans and deal with this Force Commander. The Force Commander will start bleeding them. Kadashans bleeding is not a fun time. It really isn't. Who am I kidding? Kadashans don't bleed. But it looks like Asmon moved his forces over to support Fog, and now that has meant that he's opened up a lane for a flank here from Period. Doesn't look like he can get within range of the Shuriken. Could do we getting the infiltration upgrade, I suppose, if he's going to go for these kind of plays. A bit weird that he engaged so early, given that he did actually choose to get ASM. I don't know why he sent the scouts so far forward. Is that a good retreat grenade? That is a beautiful retreat grenade. I didn't know whether to say beautiful or perfect. It was both. It was beautiful. The Apothecary will go down. Not too bad of a position though to try and heal him. Looks like the Space Marines will win this fight eventually. And over here, the Banshees are supporting Fog, taking out the power node. They're going to steal this generator, apparently. But there's not a proper counter to the Devastators. It's the problem right now. No energy right now on the Kadashan Devils. Vengeance rounds coming from the Devastators to put on even more pressure. Could be problematic for sure. Now I'm looking at a potential retreat grenade here from the Scouts. Missed it. Did he? Nope, he landed it. Bang! Oh, and he wipes them with a bolt pistol shot from the Force Commander. Brutal. Oh wow, the Kadashan Devils just got wrecked as well, probably by the Vengeance rounds when Fog was over here looking at the Guardsmen. I bet the Devastators opened up Vengeance rounds to get the extra range and damage and melted those very low HP Kadashan Devils. This is a terrible situation for Fog. How the hell is he going to recover? Now the good thing for the blue team is the Banshee still being here is deterring the attacks from being able to move in. No one can cap this while the Banshees are stood there. The Devastators are pretty low health as well with the Sentinel around. The Sentinel could start bleeding some models off them. Their Vengeance round should be off cooldown. But the good thing for the blue team, they've got this over here, they've got the power node on the bottom as well. So in general, if we look at their power income, yeah, wow, 61 power income for the blue team to the 36 of the red team. So they're getting a nice little power advantage right now, but for how long? Banshees are now isolated. They're going to need to retreat soon. We've got more scouts here ready to retreat grenade potentially. It's quite a tricky retreat grenade here. I'd assume they're coming down this way. Oh wow. Oh wow, they're just going to get the kill with the gunshots. Oh that's brutal, dude. That is brutal. A lot of damage coming out of those Space Marines there. I guess everything getting buffed up by a battle cry. Pretty scary stuff. Fog's going to be trying to recover with some Stormtroopers. All the other players are going to be heading into Tier 2 at this point. I suppose he did have a very light Tier 1, didn't he? Only getting the Kadashan Devils and the Stomp on his Sentinel. Hippo finding himself in a pretty bad spot there. Looks like the ASM were prioritising the Rangers, but unfortunately for them, they don't have full HP. Potentially eating a plasma grenade in retreat. Indeed they do. Bang! One ASM model killed. Surprised it's not two, honestly. Kinda lucky. Might lose another one yet. No, he doesn't. Gets out with two. Lucky, lucky, period. Double Stormtroopers for Fog. Kind of a classic team game build for the Lord General. Probably going to combine that with maybe sniper rifle. I mean, it would have some disgusting range. But generally better against the light infantry races. We do see the Chainsword and Storm Shield as well for the Force Commander. So this is going to be very difficult for Fog, I think. Tactical Marines will trade into the Stormtroopers pretty damn well in general. Never mind when they've got a damage buff from the Sacred Standard and a DR buff from the Chainsword and Storm Shield. The only advantage really that you've got with your Stormtroopers is the fact that the Stormtroopers have higher range by default and then can get even more range if you go for something like the Sniper Rifle and the Lord General.
Support structure complete.
Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like this is probably going to be the end of the Sentinel. There's potentially a jump from the ASM, but yeah, not even needed. Scouts just chase it down, get it with that fire on the move from their shotguns. I guess there was... Oh, wow, they left this gen with 3 HP. Feels bad, man. Honestly, if I was Fog, I would just destroy this generator. You're not going to be able to hold it, mate. There's no way. Just destroy it. Manticore, first shot. Ooh. If that third missile was where the fourth one was, that would have been a white Devastator squad. But it came in just too late there. They just hit retreat in time. The first Manticore shot's always so powerful. I heard it from Indrid many years ago, and he's not wrong. Because the enemy doesn't know you've got it, so they're always slow to respond. They're a lot more wary after you've shown them that you've made that purchase. So you really want to try and get a wipe with your first shot if you can. Very close. Very close. All the missiles hit, but yeah, that fourth one just a little bit too late. Banshees finding themselves in a lovely spot there. Fighting against some isolated tactical Space Marines is always good for them. You can see the double AKST shots do okay damage against the attacks, but that's attack without a sergeant. The ASM are a real problem. But they jumped in prematurely there, jumping into a pretty bad situation with Rangers, Shuriken, Falcon, Guardians. A lot of supporting firepower there, and now the Stormtroopers get out and land some pretty nice shots there onto the scouts, wiping them. That's actually a beautiful creeping Basilisk barrage there from Fog. Totally isolates the forces here of the Space Marines. The Apothecary is forced to retreat. The Force Commander died over here. I didn't even realise when that happened. Banshees were chasing off the ASM. I'm not sure if they got any kills. Maybe got another kill or so. Oh, maybe they could have killed the Apothecary, but I don't think they've seen it. Oh, now they turned around and... Oh yeah, I think they definitely could have got him. If they reacted a little bit sooner. Flamer Guardsman flanking around, but quite convenient for Cry. He literally just rebought the Force Commander. Oh man, that's very convenient. What is that retreat path? Where are they going? Wait, what? Where the hell were they going? I don't know where those Stormtroopers were retreating to, but they got wrecked. Stern Guards are a problem with their Hellfire rounds doing such good damage on retreat. I'm not sure what these Rangers are doing. Kind of just chilling here. They should be poking at those Devastators, one would imagine, from further distance than they are now, like. Are they bugged? Maybe they're bugged and can't move. Strange. They must be bugged. I know. No, Asmon's just that bad. Yeah, the chain knockback there, pretty problematic. Knockback from the jump, knockback from the Merciless, knockback from the rights. Means the Banshees get kind of wrecked. You're going to need to counter that with like a Spirit Stone's heal on the Farseer. Or a Grav Blade, something like that. Replaces the Stormtroopers. Lord General doesn't really appear to have been doing too much this game. No upgrades on him. And a second Falcon for Asmon. I have to assume that that is an Overwatch mistake. That doesn't seem like that would be too wise. To be fair, the Space Marine players have lost a lot of units. Oh, this is a bad spot for the Stormtroopers. They need to get out. Oh my god, they're going back in the garrison? No, you can't go in the garrison. There's Stern Guard here. They just load Dragonfire rounds. Oh my goodness. That was quite a risky play. Here comes some Eldar out of the Webway gate. Oh, that was not the best grenade. A little bit of mismarker there from Asmon. Potentially going to lose a Shuriken. Can they get in the gate in time? Ooh, I think they just got in time. Wow. Banshees hacking away at the Force Commander. Manticore is going to deter these Marines from supporting. Now the Banshees are on the retreat path for these Stern Guard, which is a pretty good spot for them. Yep, nice double kill there on the Stern Guard. What's going on this side? Oh, we've got a Librarian now. That's awkward. Able to give that Veil of Time to the Devastators can be problematic. They'd be going to get onto the point. Do we have any gens down bot? Yeah, we do. We've got a full gem farm down here from Asmon. I'm not sure how long he's had that, but that is obviously going to be very beneficial to the blue team. They must have had it for quite a while because Fog is now going tier 3 and actually has a lot of resources. Because he is the Lord General, he can get the Leman Russ for cheaper as well via his global. I believe it's only 75 power instead of, what, 135 normally. Banshee's here reinforcing off the Falcons, which is proving pretty damn effective. Pretty cheap, really. Yeah, that was an amazing fight there against Period. Period not really taking into account the ability of the Banshees to just keep reinforcing like that. And they bled so many Marines. I wonder if he's going to use like a drop pod or something. Oh no, the ASM actually got out with 4 models. These guys lost to... Okay, he didn't even lose that many Marines. Maybe he reinforced someone. But Asmon did go for the double Falcon. Oh, I think Fog actually lacks the bread right now for the Lima Rust drop. I'm not certain how much that costs. Maybe it'd be worth just going for a Stormlord. It's hard against the Force Commander with his Power Fist, potentially Flesh Over stealing you. Maybe even a Baneblade, so you've got more AV. You've already got the reinforcing and troop support via the Falcons. And Asmon's going tier 3 now as well. If Asmon gets tier 3 and he gets the double energy shield in his Falcons, this could be a pretty scary build really for the Space Marines to deal with. They've not really got any proper AV. They've only got 1 las cannon. I feel like I've never seen this thing around, and it might even die right now. Holy shit. No swift movement there. Obviously can't see these scouts. Wow, that is brave from these scouts to open up fire. I guess they have the energy for their shotgun blast. Might have been interesting to try and shoot them in range. Yes, it is going to be a Baneblade for Fog. I actually do not dislike that choice. And looks like Period is just going to get his Marines to wipe out the gens down here. That's good, because it seems like he was struggling to hold that. Rangers slow in their retreat, they're going to lose 2 models. Maybe even get wiped if they jump for him again. But they're not going to go for it. So the Baneblade is on the way. Red team really needs to get some more power. Lord General not really achieving too much there, just instantly loses 50 wreck worth of bodyguards. You just get some upgrades on him. Just get the sniper rifle to buff the range of the stormtroopers, why not? Manticore shot going in, over here. Easily dodged for the most part. It's looking like a pretty precarious position. Oh, he's so screwed, this Falcon's dead. Yep. That's sad, he literally just got tier 3. Okay, Asmon is messing up. Walking, oh, loses the shuriken that was inside the Falcon, accidentally walked his rangers way too close. Quite lucky not to lose them, a little bit of a misplay there from the Space Marines. An attempted flank here. We've got Veil of Time, Devastators, but they're running headfirst into 10 Stormtroopers, which is not great for them. And it is the Baneblade. And it makes its presence known there with a main cannon shot on those tactical Marines who just go, oh, that tickled. And then it misfires. Brilliant. Classic Baneblade. Now this shot should kill some Marines, one would imagine. There we go. Dead Sergeant. Honestly, might even be able to kill these with the las guns. No, he shoots the Librarian instead. I feel like there was a chance to wipe that squad there. Ooh, trying to go for the wipe with a Demolisher Cannon onto the Librarian. Not quite going to have enough DACA, but pretty close. Lord General needs to get out of here. No, maybe not. He's reinforcing. Again, it's another 50 requisition down the drain, but he is going to win this fight, and the next phase he can get capping the power here, which could be useful. 1 default Guardsman purchased next by Fog makes sense, so he's got some repair support for his Manticore and his Baneblade. Cry is tier 3, so you've got potential for a Power Fist, Teleporter Pack, Flesh Over Steel into Orbital Bombardment. But yeah, the Baneblade's a nice choice here because it deters a lot of the things they want to scale into. And the Falcon is alive. No energy field for it though, which is problematic. Losing the Shuriken's awkward, because now he's going to really struggle to engage the Stern Guard and the Tactical Space Marines, because they're just going to be able to outshoot him really hard. Seer Council and Banshees though should give him melee superiority. I'd like to see the Spirit Stones heal along with this though to support it. Time Field as well is invaluable in tier 3. Broken ass war gear that the Farseer has access to. So the Lord General should be able to go over and get the revive now. You see that it is being screened for by the Seer Council. We've got a Devastator squad chilling by the VP. That needs to be dealt with. Because even with the Baneblade on the field right now, the blue team are taking their damn sweet time in capping these VPs. They're still bleeding VPs and they are down a lot. Stormtroopers are not going to be able to finish this cap. This guy should die any second now. How the hell has he not died? Okay, there you go. He dies. It took a really long time. Energy field is there now for the Falcon. Going to make it a lot more harder to kill. A lot more harder to kill. This is terrible damage. A lot harder to kill. There go the Seer Council. Rangers should really be supporting the bottom, dealing with the Devastator, but what can you do? The Force Commander is trying to get into the action there. Going to Flesh Over Steel onto the Baneblade. And there comes the Orbital Bombardment afterwards. But I don't know if this Flesh Over Steel lasts long enough. No, it doesn't. You need to use the Orbital Bombardment before you use the Flesh Over Steel. It's not as good as the Orbs of the Omnissiah, so he really fucks that one up. Kind of wasted his nuke. I mean, it did a little bit of damage. What's that? He killed a Stormtrooper. And somehow the Marines bully their way through the Seer Council and the Banshees. Sternguard nearly getting wiped here. Can they be killed? You've got Stormtrooper Hotshot firing in and the Falcon. They will wipe it. Baneblade seems to be putting in a lot of work here. Going to force off the Librarian. Never mind force off. Might even kill the Librarian right now. A lot of DPS going in from the triple heavy bolters. And that's it. Librarian goes down. That is a big pick for the blue team. Both sides losing loads of units though. Guardsmen got killed somewhere. Where the hell were the Guardsmen? They were up here trying to cap the VP. Scouts ambushed them and said no. So now there are no repairs for the Baneblade. There's only these Guardians on the field here. We really need to rotate over to the Baneblade and repair this thing ASAP. What are they firing at? I think he was attacking ground because he can't see the scouts. So the blue team have got their 2-to-1 cap. Predator tank coming out for Cry. What's this? Tactical Space Marines getting called in? No. What is this? Tax? Really? More tax for period. He's also got Terminators now? Huh. Okay, actually, this army here from period looks terrifying. With the Apothecary support. He's got a little bit of red as well. Another Rangers of Death can come out. Oh, that's a rocket run? Will that wipe the Devastators? I think it's too short. Oh, and the Angels of Death as well. Yeah, it's not going to wipe anything. That was a pretty bad rocket run. Oh, that's not good. And the Baneblade now isolated against many, many units with no repair support. There is a repair bunker here. It's better than nothing, I guess, but this is not ideal. Literally building another bunker to block the fucking missile attacks here, but they can get inside the repair bunker. They should go inside it. Wow, they just got a rear armor hit on the fucking Falcon right there. Demolisher cannon goes in, but, you know, partially mitigated by the and they show no fear ability there, the Tactical Space Marines, but then the Banshees are going to tie them up and melee, and that's good. Here comes the Predator tank. We've got more Stern Guards now for period, replacing the ones we lost earlier. But they run out of VPs. Oh, I wasn't even watching the VPs, yeah. Blue team constantly super far behind on VPs here. I'm not sure what they were going to be able to do here. The Baneblade was valiant. It was really the only thing keeping them in the game. Asmon lost too many units. I don't know how the Banshees and the Seer Council lost this fight over here against the air-posed units. I don't know, maybe because Cry supported them a lot. Maybe there was an Angels of Death I didn't notice. Really what Asmon needed is, he needed his Spirit Stones heal, and he needed Time Field. I mean, certainly if he had those crazy abilities, he would have been in a brilliant spot. But yeah, pretty nice to see. Shame the Space Marines won. They're always friggin' winning, aren't they? But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. A little bit of a 2v2 cast for you. Nice to see the Baneblade doing well, actually. You don't get to see that every day. It's going to be all from your boy Torpid. This time, I am signing out.